Alrighty, hey everybody. Today is going to be a model review of the new first gear Komatsu PC900 in 1/50th scale. So as always, I'll start off with the box first. It's your typical first gear box. There's a picture of the real machine on the top. And getting to the back, there's a couple different drawings of the excavator, and then there's some specifications right there. So with that out of the way, be going over the functionality first. So your stick goes all the way out that far, which as you can see is the cylinder's completely inside, so that's perfect. Your your stick comes in that far, which is good. Your boom raises up. Mine's a little stiff, so bear with me. The boom raises up 90 degrees, which is realistic for any excavator model. Your bucket curls out that far, which as you can see again, the cylinder jacket is the cylinder's inside the cylinder jacket all the way. It curls in that far, again, perfectly realistic to the machine. And then your dig depth, bear with me for a sec. Your dig depth is also very good. As you can see, most of your cylinder on the boom is completely in. You could probably maybe force it to go a little bit in further, but you risk breaking the model, and I advise not to do so. But if you'd want to, that's at your own discretion. Obviously, the excavator body, as you can see as I've been moving with it, swings a 360 like any excavator would. It does not wiggle. The undercarriage and the upper carriage are mounted together in a good quality manner. And then as you can see, your tracks roll really well. I have it on this paper and they're rolling with relative ease. So with the functionality out of the way, we will get into the details of the model now. So starting here at the bottom, you've got metal double grouser pads. There is no track tensioner there, but your tracks are loose enough that they move really smoothly. You've got two steps down here. You can see all your rollers down here. They're just cast. They don't roll themselves, which is fine. You can see there's a little ladder to get up onto the track of the machine. You can see your bolt head detail on the sprocket and all your rollers down at the bottom. Moving up to the cab, there is a mirror here. On mine and shipping it broke. I just haven't glued it on yet, but it's your typical 90-degree mirror that comes out and down with a silver surface on it, like a lot of other mirrors on other models have been in the past. Here's your Komatsu cab. This handrail here is plastic. Here's the new cab design for the Komatsu machines. As you can see on top, there's an antenna on top. There's a skylight on the front. There is a no windshield wiper. Or excuse me, there is a windshield wiper. It's just right there on the side. Yep, so there's a handrail, some headlights. So those look real good. I'm getting inside the cab. It's a two-tone. It says Komatsu on the seat. And you do have a little console in there. So that all looks good. No opening doors on this model. Everything is a solid piece. So doesn't bother me. I don't display models that have opening doors ever with the doors open. But for some other people, that is a deal breaker. So this handrail here and here are both metal. You can see your PC900 decal on the side of the body. You can see simulated door latches. They're not painted, but they are casted into the side of the door paneling on the model. Here is your, here's venting. It's etched in, not etched through. Before I forget, you also do have a catwalk up here. Again, not etched through, but it does have texturing etched into the side there, so it's decent. And getting to the back of the model, you can see it says Komatsu. You've got bolt detail where you would take the counterweight off. Got some reflective taping. You do have a danger keep clear of swing radius on the top right-hand corner of the counterweight. Some lighting, a camera. You can see your exhaust. It does have an etched-in hole. Your guarding here, that's kind of become a thing with all the OEMs. I think Volvo was the first kind of to do that. So on the top of the engine panel, you can see a bunch of deep bolt detail, which all looks good. On top of here, you can see a bunch of hydraulic lines for your swing motors. So your everything up here is etched in, not etched through, but it is anti-slip texture, so it looks good. And again, more hydraulic lines running up to the boom. Before I get to that, I'm going to swing the machine over and I'll show you the other side real quick. So, track on this side is exactly the same. You do have metal handrails here. Mine's right here is needs a little bit of love with some glue, so it is wiggling for that reason, but they are metal. You can see your engine vents here, again, etched in, not etched through, but I think it looks really good. Bolt detail, PC900, and you have a catwalk on this side, again, etched in, not etched through. So you do have some mirrors here and here, and as you can see, it is painted silver on the faces of them, so that does look good. Here's a view on this side of the top of the machine. It's got anti-slip texture, as you can hear. So, and then you can kind of get a better idea of all the hose work on this side of the on top. So again, no opening doors up here or anything. So moving up to the top of the boom, you can see your hydraulic hoses. These are a plastic coming up to all the piping. This is also a rubbery plastic material that will flex and move. So it is not recommended to mess with them too much, as you could break them. So cylinders are plastic, but the paint with the metal match is perfect. So it looks great. Got boom lights on both sides of the model. More flexible rubber hoses. Moving up to the two boom cylinders to the stick. So, of course, your Komatsu logo on the boom. You've got more piping running along the top of the side of the boom. Coming over to the stick. You've got some rubber hoses that are running to the stick itself. The stick is pretty plain. It doesn't have any auxiliary lines for a hammer or anything, so that might bug some people. It doesn't bother me. The bucket is riveted on, so to remove it, you would have to drill them out and then add any attachment to your liking. No quick coupler either on that, so but again, for me, it's fine. We've got a pretty aggressive looking 5-tooth bucket. It's black. The bucket has a gloss looking finish, so it matches the tracks well. It's kind of a gray color. It's fine. I prefer matte on attachments, but you know, it's fine. I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me. So as you curl it out, you can see all of your wear guarding for the bottom of the bucket. You can see bolt detail on the side of the bucket there. And then there's a better view of the inside of the bucket with the teeth. So it's got a pretty good size big bucket for this, you know, this being a 90-ton machine. And then kind of giving you just a quick glimpse. Everything is pretty much the same on this side. So we'll look at the front real quick. You can see all your hydraulic lines running to the swing motor underneath. And the front of the cab, you can kind of see the seat better and all the headlights and stuff. Getting to the bottom, it's pretty plain. There's not too much bolt detail or anything on the underside of where the engine would be, and nothing really for the tracks. But unless you display your model upside down, it's really not the end of the world. So give some final thoughts on this model. So this is a first 1/50th scale Komatsu 90-ton class machine. And in my opinion, they nailed it. I think this is a fantastic model for the price. I paid for mine directly through First Gear with shipping and everything. It was just shy of $200. It was like $195 or something like that I paid for it. But I do believe that this is a really, really well executed model. I think the detail is really nice. This is the first 90-ton model, 80 to 90-ton model we've seen through Komatsu or for Komatsu. So I think it definitely has better detail and stuff than the 1250 does, in my opinion. And this is still a cheaper model than the Diecast Masters 395 or any of these ZX 890s from either Replicars or the model company. So I could very easily recommend this model to anybody who wants a 90-ton machine in the Komatsu series or just a 90-ton machine, period. So yeah, that'll conclude this model review. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.